Time for the Bias Sports Report, the 420 edition. I almost forgot to say that, probably because I'm baked right now. So the real Roberto Luongo showed up last night in a 7-2 loss to Chicago, and it was awesome, I have to say. So much for shutting down 4 city blocks in Vancouver to celebrate a first-round win. And that's the thing, they're not even playing in Vancouver last night. If they won, like, I could see them shutting down the streets around Rogers Arena if they won Game 4, because all the Canucks fans would come out on the streets and stuff. But they were in Chicago, and it's the first round. You haven't won anything yet, man. Save it for when you've won something. And stop smoking so much weed.
Right over there, there's some people smoking weed because it's coming this way.
They do a lot of that in Vancouver, from what I hear. I mean, that explains them being Canucks fans, I guess. We've all been watching the Montreal-Boston series on CBC here in Canada. But in the U.S., the games air on NESN with the commentary of a man named Jack Edwards, who is a professional and calls the games right down the middle. To prove that, here's a clip.
Hamlet goes down as a shot. Get up! Here comes Cavallari. Montreal trying to nurse ridiculous calls out of the referees. Just a great hit in the Montreal zone, and Hamlet trying to dive for a penalty.
I love it. He sounds like me. If I ever get a gig calling Calgary Flames broadcast, that's exactly what you're going to hear. Complete biasness. Peter Forsberg has been named as assistant GM of Team Modo of the Swedish Elite League. And he's already quit. His foot is too sore. But that was a hell of a tenure. Good job. The Phoenix Coyotes will play their final game ever tonight. Did you know that? Because if they lose to the Wings, Jets fans get their team back, and they have the ability to jump on and off the bandwagon as much as they want. Because that's the Winnipeg way. That's what they did with the Jets, and that's what they'll do with the new Jets, or whatever they're called. Randy Couture plans to retire after UFC 129 in Toronto, until he runs out of money, that is. Then he'll be back. These UFC guys, they're always pulling a Brett Favre. I'm sure Couture has retired a few times already. I know he's retired once at least. Chuck Liddell has retired, right? Tito Ortiz, Rampage Jackson. These guys always retire. I guess Couture wants to focus on continuing to make bad movies. And the reason why those movies are bad is because Randy Couture is in them. And I can say that because he's not listening to this right now. So I'm confident in saying that. And Sunshine Girl Dawn is looking for a man who can stimulate her mind. She likes baking. And it is 420. I think that's code for she likes getting baked. I don't know. Just like Mley. Right, Mley?
Oh my God.
That's all I got. 875-1061. I promise I have not been smoking weed.
Right over there, there's some people smoking weed because it's coming this way.